You know, I'm always amazed at the way that God takes all the different pieces of our lives and brings them together in a cohesive way. When I was in high school, I first heard about unreached people groups, people who had never heard the gospel of Jesus Christ spoken in their language before. And I knew then that God wanted me to be part of that in some way. In college, I became a Bible major and wanted to become a Bible professor. But after seminary, God led me into full-time pastoral ministry, and I served as a pastor in Michigan for 12 years. One of the couples that our church supported was Brooke and Joey Tartaglia. They were missionaries in Papua New Guinea. And it wasn't long after I became the pastor of this church, we received an email from them. They had already spent time in the village, they had built relationships, learned the language, and then shared the gospel with this group of people. And the Mibu people responded to the gospel, and for the first time ever, a church was planted in this previously unreached people group. As a church, we got to celebrate that because we got to be part of this exciting work. Brooke and Joey ended up coming back to the States and starting their own mission agency to train people to do the same things that they had done. And I wondered, is this something that God would have me be a part of? Is this my next step in ministry? I talked about that idea with my wife on our 15th wedding anniversary, but just a few months after that, we found out that she had cancer, and she ended up passing away just a few weeks after that. We had two little boys that were 6 and 2, and I had to end up stepping out of ministry, and I thought at that time that my dreams of Papua New Guinea were completely dead. But isn't it just like God to bring things back from the dead? That's exactly what He's done for me with Papua New Guinea. Because now with my new wife, I get to be a missionary in Papua New Guinea, serving at a Bible college, teaching theology to Papua New Guinea pastors, equipping them to effectively lead churches that transform communities, and even sending out missionaries from their own groups to the unreached people groups around them. I'm Scott Hardaway, and this is the story of how God captivated my heart for Papua New Guinea.